Alright. Welcome to another live. It's good to be back. I like the morning ones. I actually prefer doing these lives in the morning. We're going to keep them at this time, 8 a.m. Sydney time each morning, and we're going to go talk shit, we're going to talk gains, we're going to talk everything, alright? Plus as always, the Q&As. Alright, so today, what we've got, we're going to be doing over the truth about keto and intermittent fasting, because there's so much fucking bullshit. Like literally every single day, alright, I'll see somebody hype up and talk about shit they have no understanding about. It's really quite frustrating seeing all this stuff. Well, I don't really care that much about what they're saying because they just look like dicks, but the misleading information and then just the poor information which you guys cop. I mean, fuck, every day when I'm speaking on the phone with somebody who's looking at training with us, they all literally, the number one most common thing they say is, oh, there's so much conflicting information out there. And it's like, it really doesn't have to be that hard because it's pretty fucking black and white. It's either in situation A, this works, and situation B, it doesn't. But anyway, I won't rant on about that too much because look, we already know that there are a vast amount of fucking spuds and noodles in the fitness industry. Noodle, I got told that word last night. That's one new word from Muppet. Thanks to my housemate Troopy. Yeah, so we already know there's a large amount of spuds and noodles in the fitness industry. So we shouldn't get too upset. But anyway, so we're going to be going over that. We're going to go over questions, Q&As, answering everything you guys ask, plus some of the questions from the Shred community. I'll be updating you a little bit on what I'm doing at the moment. The bulk, look, I was considering doing 13 kilos in a month, trying to just fucking grow, like go next level. I mean, I don't know if I told you guys before, but when just before I did the show, I did my very hectic 10-day cut. I actually put on 4 kilos within 2 weeks. And that was pretty much just by upping my carbs massively to 1,000 grams of carbs a day. And yeah, that worked pretty well. So I was thinking, fuck, we can do that. That was pretty easy. So might as well just step it up another notch again and go for 13 kilos in a month. But I'm thinking about that, I'm like, fuck. If I put on 13 kilos, that means that I'm going to be 108.5 kilos. And it's like, alright, that's not quite like what I want to do. I don't want to be like a big walking amount of mass. So yeah, I was like, because I'd look like a fucking pufferfish. Like, look, can you imagine 13 extra kilos on that? Like, I'd just be like ridiculous. I'm only 6 foot, 184 centimeters. So yeah, but anyways, I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. I think I might just like tack on some, an extra little bits of mass on my delts, my chest, my back, and everywhere. Let's be honest. So yeah, so I'll update you guys on what we're going to do there. I don't think the 13 kilo month will go ahead. I don't think. It just depends how freakish I want to get. I don't want to be too freaky. I want to like be able to wear normal shit and like act like a normal human. I want to play sport. I want to go. I've decided I want to be world champion in 2 other sports. So I'm going to pick 2 other sports and start training for them. I've got 4 years to the next Commonwealth Games, so I'm going to fucking hit it. I was looking at shooting. I was like, fuck, I can go for shooting. I can do shooting. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, off that, who we got on here at the moment? Kimberly, welcome. It's always good to have you here, my friend. I hope you're well. Big Alex D, Graffy, Jesse Franklin, how are ya? Sheridan, it's a pleasure. Jose, how are you, mate? Graffy. Grace just said you're looking like a monster, mate. I'm a very skinny monster. I need another few kilos on me. I'll be happy. 100 kilos, I reckon that's the goal weight. Just chill around 100 kilos, 6%. Stay nice and lean. Still have to add a few more ab veins, and then I'll be happy days. Timmy Donovan, welcome, Big Rig. Welcome. So, guys, as always, if you have any questions, you ask them right now. Like, don't hesitate to ask them because I'll answer them straight up. Right? Otherwise, we're just going to be going through all the ones in the Shred community, plus talking about the 2 topics, truth about keto and intermittent fasting. Right now? Jesse just said chest on point. Thank you, Jesse. But I'd love another couple of kgs just right there. Right there. That's what we're going to be doing. That's one thing as well I should talk about too in another life. But people say that you can't, you can... They're very conflicting opinions on where you can and can't gain mass. Right? I'll just dispel that really, really, really quick. Okay? Straight up. You can't gain mass. Muscles are like longitudinal, right? So they work in a line, right? You cannot gain mass at one area of a line. So say in your chest, okay? Your chest runs from here through to here. There's your pec. That's how it works. You can't gain mass just in there. You can't do it. You either gain mass along the whole belly of the muscle, the whole lot, or none. That's it. It's literally all or none. You can't just develop a really fucking massive patch of muscle just there. All right, it's stupid because it doesn't work like that. Like, it just doesn't work like that way. What you can do though is you can gain parts like muscle along the fibers. So muscle fibers are like layer upon layer upon layer upon layer upon layer upon layer, like that. So literally think about the chest. You got one through there, and you got one above it, and one above that, one above that, one above that. You can grow this portion, but not this. Hence why most people have got like a much larger lower chest because they're internally rotated and they press like that. You've got a much larger lower chest, right, than upper chest. Okay, makes sense? So you can't just have a fucking massive chest insertion there. You can't just grow that. It doesn't happen. You can't just say, I want to build my upper inner chest right there. Well, if you've ever felt that, it's fucking cartilage, all right? Good luck growing cartilage. It doesn't happen, okay? You can break it down, definitely, but you can't build it up. That's for sure. So yeah, so there's that one myth, really easily dispelled. You can build up muscles, so you can build along them. So you can build, that means you can build up that way, but you can't build towards the insertions, all right? You can't build in insertions. This doesn't happen. Same with your biceps, okay? So people say, I want to build the bicep peak. You can't build the fucking peak, all right? That's like saying, oh, I'm just going to tell this little bit here to grow. You can't do that because the bicep goes from here to here. That means that the tension on it, all right, the growth is going to happen all the way through, all right? There's a tendinous portion here, tendinous portion up there a little bit more, and then along here is what's called the belly, all right? That's what it is. You can grow the belly, you can grow the actual muscle, but you can't grow the tendon. All right, you can't grow tendons, you can't grow cartilage, shit like that. So I hope that one dispels it. Rightio. Jesse's just asked, do I do a lot of push-ups? No, I don't, Jesse. I actually just bench press like a shitload. Push-ups ain't gonna do shit. I mean, look, if you're at the end of the workout and you're fucking cooked, and then, I do this for a few people who don't feel like a massive dick. And you're at the end of the workout, you're really cooked, and you want to choose just an alternative exercise to mix shit up just for fun, then yeah, push-ups, but fuck it, just get in the gym, fucking bench press. Unless you're new to the gym. If you're new to the gym, I wouldn't recommend bench pressing, I'd recommend doing push-ups. Alright? Anyway, let's get into it. Keep with your questions going. Chris Baratov, good to have you here, my man. Georgie Amin, how are you? That's the IT guy, George. Absolutely. Kelly, welcome. Alright, let's get on to the truth about keto and intermittent fasting. Alright. These two things are thrown around one of two ways, alright? There's nothing in the middle, which is really fucking stupid because funnily enough, that's where the answer often lies, somewhere in the middle. You got the one extreme where people are like, fuck keto, alright? Keto doesn't do shit. Intermittent fasting doesn't do shit. It's all about your macros, alright? Doesn't matter about meal timing, doesn't matter. Alright? So there's that camp. And on the other camp, there are people like fucking, I won't name them, but there are people out there who will say, straight up, it's like, intermittent fasting, wicked, it cures all of life's problems. You grow more muscle mass, you lose more fat, all that crap. Same with keto. It's like keto is the king of everything. You'll stay lean, you'll never die, and you'll be absolutely fantastic on it, right? Neither of those are fucking true, right? Neither of those. Stupid. Why go for the extremes? It's somewhere in the middle. When keto and intermittent fasting work, it's when they're actually applicable, when you need them. So let's look first of all at keto, right? What is keto good for? Keto is good for people who don't tolerate carbs well. So some people, just plain and simple, do not have the correct enzymatic machinery in order to utilize carbs well. They just simply don't. Well, it's probably not the enzymes and not their cells that can't do it. It is more likely their gut microbiome is so fucked, all right, that their digestive system cannot cope with carbs. So they're either, HCl insufficient, so they're not making enough stomach acid. That's why I get all my guys to take apple cider vinegar or betaine HCl. Their pancreas is shot, it's highly inflamed, so they're not creating enough digestive enzymes. And so they can't actually digest the carbs, which then fucks up the digestive system once again. And so there's that option too. And then on top of that as well, it's just plain and simply your gut microbiome is just whacked, just completely whacked. It's just not working, right? So it's not something in your body which can't digest carbs. It's not that. It's not like your cells just don't take up carbs. It's not like your blood doesn't take up carbs. It's just everything's going wrong. So that is one instance when it's really good to do keto. The reason why this is, keto is fantastic for reducing inflammation. When I get somebody who comes to me and they're like, James, look, I've got an inflammatory disease, I've got psoriatic arthritis, okay, I've got rheumatoid arthritis, I've got Hashimoto's, I've got something like that, right? I'm like, all right, no worries, we can probably have you 85-90% better within 12 weeks, all right? That's what we generally say. And that's where we'll incorporate a modified keto diet, and that'll drastically improve all those symptoms. That is when a keto diet is really, really good. Now the thing is, I will not encourage those people to stay on a keto diet for the rest of their life, okay? The reason being is because carbs are fucking awesome. If you want to perform better, if you want to improve your performance, right, you want to sprint faster, you want to run faster, do all that sort of stuff, carbs are the shit. In fact, I'm working at the moment with a bloke who's running Ironman, okay? Cano, fucking legend, went to school with him, best bloke ever. Cano's absolutely fucking crushing it. Now, what happened is Cano used to go on like a paleo, high-fat, pretty much a keto diet. For him, he'd be in ketosis because the amount of workload he was doing. And so what I've done is he's come to me, he's like, you know, Kent, I want to work harder. You know, I want to improve this. I want to get over to, you know, the world championship. I think it's Maui is the big Ironman comp. And I'm like, yeah, sweet, Cano. What we're going to do straight away is we're going to fucking up your carbs. All right, we're going to jump them straight up. Now, Cano's put on a shitload of mass. All right, so he's put on like 4 kilos of mass since working with this for about 3 weeks now. 4 kilos of mass, and his time and his volume and his performance have all gone completely through the roof, like massively through the roof. Every single aspect of performance has just fucking shot up like sky high. And that's just because, it's not because I'm a fucking wizard or anything, well, I'm pretty good, but I'm not because I'm an absolute wizard or anything. I mean, all we did was we just sorted his neurotransmitters, his hormones, his digestive system, and his sleep, his HRV, all that sort of stuff. And then implemented the dietary changes, but then it's just bang, everything shot up through the roof. And that's why carbs are so fucking good, where you can't cheat carbs. And so a keto diet is great, okay? Absolutely fantastic for health issues, all right? For fat loss. Now, this is a really, really interesting one because I'm in two minds here. I see 2 sets of people. When you go on keto, right, for some people, when they try to cut down, they're trying to lose fat and get lean and they go on keto, right, they'll get really, really small. Okay, so when you use keto inappropriately, you'll deplete their glycogen stores, they look really flat, they look skinny, and even if you try and carb them up, you know, they're not suited to keto, right? And what I put this down to is probably a lack of, what's that enzyme? Is it creatine kinase? Whatever. They lack an enzyme and they just struggle to get full, right? That's like me. Skinny guys, right? Skinny guys, skinny girls, keto probably isn't for you. However, if you're a chunky monkey and you've been trying to lose fat for ages and you're just not budging, keto's great, right? Absolutely wicked. In fact, we'll often see at JCF when we've got somebody who's a non-responder, right? We take them off a carb backloading principle or a front loading or whatever we're using and we chuck them onto a keto principle. They'll then start budging and then we can reintroduce carbs later. But once again, it's not a lifetime change. I do not recommend keto for a lifetime change unless you're using it for the purpose of anti-aging and cognitive enhancement, right? But on my highest tier of program, right? This is a very fucking high level program for high level men who want to enhance their program, their progress, their brain function, earn more money, that sort of shit. It's the upgraded man package. What we do with them is we eventually get them onto a keto principle. We've got a whole heap of preparation first, but eventually gravitate towards keto. Okay, and what the keto does is pretty much allows them to just function at a much higher level. So for that, it's absolutely fantastic. You know? So my summary in short in keto: if you have an autoimmune immune illness or a health issue, you want to fix that up, bang, keto's fucking wicked. All right. On the other hand, if you don't, right, but you're having issues with fat loss and you're a chunky monkey, you're a bigger person, you're built bigger, okay, that is what it's going to be great for you. Now, next one, intermittent fasting. Okay, you see this all the time. Intermittent fasting is the fucking rage at the moment. Everyone wants to do intermittent fasting because, you know, it's intermittent fasting. I mean, if I fast and I don't eat, that means that I'll just lose fat automatically. It's like, not quite. Almost, but not quite. Right? Intermittent fasting. What are the benefits of intermittent fasting? Well, for number one, for all the benefits of intermittent fasting, you need to combine it with a calorie deficit. So you actually need to be in a calorie deficit at the same time. So all these fucktards, right? Fucktards. Fuckwit, yeah, whatever we want to call them. Okay, all these noodles, all right? All these noodles who are going out and saying, oh yeah, just eat, 6,000 calories a day and intermittent fast, and you'll get all the benefits. It's like, No, you won't, bro. It won't work that way. The reason why intermittent fasting is so good is through the activation of an enzyme called AMPK, right? Adenosine monophosphate kinase. What this does, this is like the healing thing. So it goes around through your whole body, scavenges stuff up, heals it all, makes it all better, right? And then voila, leaves you as a very perfectly functioning, happy human being. That is what happens. Now, if you're eating in a calorie surplus and you do that, well, you turn off AMPK and you turn on mTOR, all right? And it's global. So it's like you don't get any of the benefits, okay? When you're intermittent fasting. So intermittent fasting in a calorie surplus doesn't really do much, okay? So there's step one thing that a lot of people get wrong. Even the Rock eats 6,000 calories a day and intermittent fast, and it's like, why do that? The reason why you're staying lean is because you're jacking a heap of gear and you're a fucking genetic freak, not from this stupid intermittent fasting thing that some spud has put you onto. Anyway, off that. So intermittent fasting, yes, it's wicked, absolutely fucking wicked. When it's in a calorie deficit, all right, you need to be in a calorie deficit in order to get the benefits from intermittent fasting. All right, just because you stop eating in the fucking morning does not mean that, oh, okay, here you go, magically you are going to lose fat and be super, super healthy. All right, doesn't happen that way. Unfortunately, I'd like it to. Fuck, I'd love it to do that, but it just doesn't. All right, straight up, just doesn't work like that. Now, one of the cool things about intermittent fasting is that it'll actually switch you into fight or flight. Now, when you're in fight or flight nervous system, pretty much your brain's just like go, 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 go. Your nervous system's ready, and you'll train like a fucking boss. This is why I'm such a fan of training fasted. See, I myself, when I'm prepping and I'm doing twice a day training, I will train fasted regularly, okay? Now, not at the moment I don't, because, I'm fucking lazy as shit. I wake up at like 6 and then, do a few emails and then talk to you guys at 8, and yeah, so I obviously don't train fasted at the moment, but when I'm prepping and like fucking shit's getting serious, I'm up there and I'm training fasted every single day, because you fucking train better. It is without a doubt that you do train better, right? No doubt. Because your nervous system's on and you'll perform much, much better. So that aspect, yeah, sure, intermittent fasting is great. You've got the sympathetic nervous system is fucking pumping, you're there, your head's on, and you're ready to go. One of my favourite clients, Kel, all right? She will train fasted quite regularly. Each morning she's fucking up. She's a super mum. She's up at like 4 a.m., like fucking early as shit, bang, into the gym. I guarantee this girl trains harder than fucking anybody else in the gym. Obviously there's nobody else in the gym at that time, but in general, she would train fucking harder than like literally any dude that I've got as well. Probably trains harder than me. And one of the ways that she can do that is because of her ability to stay in fight or flight, right, through that. That's what I'll attribute to anyway. So yeah, the intermittent fasting. Back onto that. Intermittent fasting. Good, bad, ugly. Well, number one, it's not just going to make you lose fat, alright? It is not just going to make you drop fat because you do. Yes, it can accelerate fat loss in certain circumstances. So along with keto, if we have a client who's a non-responder, we'll utilize intermittent fasting to hack that, all right, to improve that non-responding, to make sure that they start getting fat loss gains. And it does work, 100% does work. When combined with a calorie deficit, okay? That is it, when combined with a calorie deficit. That is the big thing, all right? When you've got somebody with health issues, yes, it is going to be fucking wicked. I love intermittent fasting for that. When you've got somebody who wants to improve their cognitive function, fuck yes, I love intermittent fasting. It's absolutely awesome for that. Using my 85-10-5 rule, which is dividing the portion on your plate. It's absolutely fucking fantastic. But if you're combining intermittent fasting with a massive calorie surplus, you're not going to get those benefits of healing. You're not going to get that AMPK turning on. You're not going to get the improvements of insulin sensitivity. You're not going to get the improvements in your hormones. It's not going to happen. What you will get is you'll get excessive sympathetic activity, so your sympathetic nervous system will turn on. Fuck yeah, definitely. While you're fasting, will do that, and that's going to turn your brain on. You're going to think really, really, really well. But that's not what we always want, because you can just have a coffee instead. You don't need to fast to do that if you're in a calorie surplus. Calorie deficit, yes, fucking wicked. So we've had a couple of questions here. Chance said, do you put your prep guys on intermittent fasting? Mate, we don't have one single rule. That's what's different about us, bro, is we actually train our prep guys differently. Like, everyone who needs a different program will do it. So there's no one single rule. If I had somebody who had an autoimmune issue, recently one of my guys who fucking crushed it at Arnold's, I think he took out 4th. I feel he should have taken out 1st or 2nd, alright? Fucking really really tight. He looked fucking jacked. Nathan. He had a couple of issues leading into the comp where I was just like, man, that sounds a little bit like autoimmune, like that sounds a little bit inflammatory type issues. So we actually had him fasting right into the comp, and he did really fucking well, really well on that. However, if I had another one of my boys on that who wasn't suitable for it, he would have done shit, alright? So that's the thing, bro. We don't just prep guys on intermittent fasting or front loading or back loading or whatever it is. We actually find out what is most suitable for that person, what they need to do based on the characteristics in the formula which we've got written out, and then go from there. Scotty Hill, how are you, mate? Brendo Mays, welcome. Alex has just asked, so intermittent fasting, not good for people with anxiety. Fight or flight is what we try to avoid. I did find a trainer better doing IF, but is this good long term? Wicked question, bro. Really, really good question. Okay, so there's two forms to that. Number one, anxiety is largely an inflammatory issue. Okay, so alright, this is like it's almost contradictory how it works. So you've got the anxiety, which is an inflammatory issue, right? Repeatedly shown, fucking study after study after study after study, it is shown. That anxiety is an inflammatory issue. Okay. If you use intermittent fasting and you couple it with correct diet, nutrition, training, all that sort of shit, alright? So do that, and then you actually take the anxiety and you get rid of the inflammation, alright? It's going to be great. Now at the same time, if you're pushing yourself excessively into fight or flight, alright, with the anxiety, yes, it will make it worse, okay? So you got to really weigh it up, and that's what we do. You got to really weigh up: is it helping or is it not helping? And that's the main thing. So yeah, man, it doesn't really answer your question. It's one of those things that depends on the case. But yes, it can be good and it can be not good. Long term, it will be beneficial for anti-aging for your purposes, man. Anti-aging, fuck yeah. Intermittent fasting, great. Lower calorie diet, great. Okay. That's going to be the key long term. It is undoubted. It is like indisputably shown that the best way to undergo anti-aging is to stick with a lower calorie diet long term. To be in a calorie deficit. What? Well, because you have less anabolic processes. So there we go. We straight away take out cancer. We straight away take out any insulin-related diseases. We automatically upregulate AMPK, so we're healing much better. You know, all that sort of stuff. Long term, fuck yeah. You know, intermittent fasting is going to be king with a calorie deficit. Okay, that's what we need to do. Intermittent fasting plus a calorie deficit is going to be king. Which is exactly what you want, bro. And that's why we fucking did it in the course. You know, in the anti-aging course. Rightio. Shoot through a few questions. What else are we going to talk about today? Give my laptop up. Gaining muscle while losing fat. Alright, wicked. That's a really cool one. By the way, guys, comment through any questions you've got. Alright, I've got to do that admin one as well. If you want to keep seeing these bad boys, okay, if you want to keep seeing these lives, you want them to keep coming up in your newsfeed, make sure you click like or you comment or do something like that. Otherwise, well, I'm just going to disappear and I'm not going to pop up. Right, since I had my week-long hiatus, thank you to that lovely cyclone over in Fiji, pretty much I'll be showing up less in your newsfeeds now, so you're going to like it and comment it, and then I can actually pop back up. Because how Zuckerberg works, he's like, oh, well, fuck you, James, you're stuck in a cyclone, you dickhead, shouldn't have been in Fiji. And he's like, I'm not going to let anyone see your stuff now. I'm like, well, thanks, bro. Like, tried. Yeah. Alex has just coming with a question. Brilliant, thanks, mate. We need to revise my diet to go back to IF, but try not to lose the gains I already got. Just leave that to me, bro. Just leave that to me. We'll talk. We'll sort you out. Gaining muscle while losing fat. Okay. Now, what's funny? Right, once again, there have always been two camps in this. There have been people saying, oh yeah, no, you can't gain muscle and lose fat. Like fucking, you know, Lane Norton, Alan Aragon, all that sort of shit. They also always used to say, no, you can't gain muscle while losing fat. Now, when these fucking spuds who clearly don't fucking lift nor train people actually saw that you can, they've now changed it to, oh, well, it's not the best way to do it. Right, you can gain muscle, you can lose fat, but it's not the best way to do it. This is the same if it fits your macros crowd that I always get the shits about, because they fucking clearly do not train enough people nor observe results in real life. They just like looking at fucking shitty studies and you know, poorly conducted studies and then extrapolating from there. So Can you gain muscle while losing fat? Fucking oath you can. I just did it. You know what I mean? 10 days. Worked it out. It wasn't even 12 days. It's 10 days of cutting. I managed to grow. I put on about 2 kilos and got lean as shit for a comp, okay? But still look really, really solid. You can gain muscle while losing fat, right? It is possible. In fact, it happens really regularly. When people come to train with JCF, they're always like, dude, how am I still the same weight while I've also ended up getting leaner and I look bigger? I got abs now, and I fill out all my shirts, but I'm still the same weight. Like, how does that happen? It's like, well, because you just gained muscle and you lost fat at the same time. You also gained a bit of glycogen, you're swallowing fuller now, less inflamed, all that sort of stuff, okay? So can it happen? Yeah, it's fucking oath. It happens all the time. In fact, it should happen, right? People are saying, oh, it's not the best way to do things. Why the fuck not? Right? Nobody wants to get fat. What these people are saying is like, oh, gaining muscle while losing fat is not the best way to do things. You're better off going one way or the other, right? I heard somebody using the analogy the other day. It's like you're trying to drive a car as fast as you can with maximum economy. And it's like, you don't lift, do you, bro? It doesn't look like it lifts. And that's the thing. You can gain a substantial amount of muscle while losing fat at the same time, alright? No fucking doubt. It's a piss, alright? What you need to remember, if you try and bulk really, really quickly, gain a shitload of muscle mass, you're also going to get a whole heap of fat with it too. Now, what happens when you then try and lose that fat, right? Oh, because you put on so much fat while putting on a lot of muscle, you then drop your muscle at the same time when you cut down and try and look respectable, okay? Same thing, if you just try a hard out cut and you're just going to try and get as lean as you can, alright, and not worry about gaining more muscle, well, fuck, you're just going to lose muscle, aren't you? You know what I mean? Like, it's just stupid. You're going to get skinny, and then you're going to have to bulk back up, and you're going to go through this yo-yo process. Why not just steadily, linearly improve and get better and better? Right? Is that not fucking logic? That is fucking logic, right? You want to get steadily bigger and leaner at the same time while maintaining a good frame, because nobody wants to get fat. Girls, how many of you want to get fat? Alright? None of you do. Guys, how many of you want to get fat? None of you do. You want to stay lean, you want to look good, you want to feel healthy, you want to be healthy, right? Getting fat is not good. Getting skinny is not good. Getting shredded and jacked, that is good. That's what we want. So why the fuck would you do anything different? I mean, it's stupid. If you've got a specific goal for a comp prep where you need to put on fucking 10 kilos in a month, alright, for example, okay, yeah, sure, put on a little bit of fat. Fair enough, alright? That's a specific goal. If you want to look good for life, you want to be healthy, you want to be optimal, why the fuck are you trying to put on fat? Okay? Darren Lees said, what's your thoughts on supplementing with arachidonic acid? Just read a pretty positive study on it. Mate, just eat more fucking meat, alright? You don't need to supplement with it, just eat more meat, okay? That's all you need to do. Now, ladies, I've got to head off. I've got to jump off right now. But thank you very much for coming. We're going to be here every single morning, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m., alright? We're going to be here, we're going to be live on Facebook and Instagram at the same time. Got my second phone ready, so that's going to be starting up tomorrow. But yeah, from here, we're just going to take shit next level. If you want any more topics or anything like that, comment away in the Shred community. If you're not a part of it, look up JCF Shred community and we'll get you sorted, okay? Excuse me. On that note, I'm going to leave you to it. Adios. Thank you very much for coming. I'll speak to you soon.